Hi, this is Jack from CYPHER16 and you're watching ArmyOfOneTV. The last time we were here, we played Webster Hall. We were on the Amaranth tour. I'm now back. It's 2017, it's now 2019, so I'm back in New York City. So this year we have a new album coming out, as yet untitled, but it's currently being mixed by Jacob Hansen in Denmark. He's also finishing up the Volbeat record, so after he's done with that, he'll be doing our record. We recorded it in Gothenburg with Jakob Herman in Top Floor Studios. And it's going to be an album that focuses a little bit more on darker themes and materials than The Great Surveyor, which was the first album from CYPHER16. So we're kind of exploring a lot more, I guess, negative, more present themes within the band and the members of the band that we've faced over the last couple of years, than the last time we were here in America touring The Great Surveyor, which was a bit more of an upbeat record. So it's going to be quite interesting how you guys perceive the differences. We've just released the first single, which is called The New Horizon, which is out on YouTube, and we have a lyric video for that, which is out at the moment. If you put in The New Horizon into Google, you can find all about that. And then next week we're hoping to release Push Through the Water, which is going to be quite a different track from CYPHER16, more of a punk track. So we're looking forward to you guys hearing that. What we're doing at the moment is we're really focusing on upping the live production. If anyone in the UK has seen the band in the last 12 months or so, we've obviously been away riding the record. But we played shows in London, Birmingham, we just played Oxford last week. You will have noticed much more of a live, let's think about this, much more of an emphasis on the production live. We have quite a lot of big light shows and strobes and smokes and explosions and all this sort of stuff. So we're really focusing on bringing a show to the audience. And we're kind of focusing on the idea of tying in the production with the musical values that we're trying to portray. Rather than just putting the music across, why not tie it in with some sort of production as well? When we did some of the shows with Amaranth, so we toured with Amaranth in Finland, Estonia, in Norway, and then obviously we did the US tour and the Canadian tour. A lot of the venues, especially in Finland and Canada, were big. They were big theaters and halls. So we really noticed, what you could do with the space. Being in a big room, you can do so much more than just get on stage and plug your guitar into the amp and play your songs. So we really went home and we started experimenting with stage riser boxes, with smoke, with strobes, with confetti, with small amounts of pyro, and obviously we're quite well known because we've done some videos in big locations in London. So we filmed in Battersea Power Station, we filmed Open the Dark Door at the Natural History Museum, and they had big pyrotechnics. We had flames, we had CO2 jets, all that sort of stuff. So we've really started to think about bringing that into the live show. So for the future, we're looking on obviously touring the next record around the world. We've started bringing some of the new songs into the set live, which is really cool. So we played Oxford in the UK last week, and we put in a couple of new songs, which is really exciting. As it stands, there's going to be 11 songs on the record, so there's a lot of new material coming, which is obviously all going to have a big production hopefully coming with it, as much as we can do. We've toured in China, in India, in Scandinavia, in Europe, in America, Canada. So we'd love to hit all of those places again in the next couple of years, and hopefully be able to bring a lot of the production with us to some of those countries that are a little bit further out. So I think the targets for the next tour cycle is obviously bring a lot of the new material to a lot of countries that we haven't been to in a few years, and see how much of the new production we can bring as well. So taking the whole show worldwide. I think CYPHER16 is, I wouldn't say famous for, but I think well known for being a band that always went out of its way to tour where it was wanted. So we were, to the best of my knowledge, we were the first band ever to tour in India 5 times. Shortly followed by Iron Maiden, who had toured it 4 times. You know, bigger shows, of course, but we went out to India 5 times. Because, you know, there was demand for it, and we went out there, and then we went out to China, and then we went to Scandinavia. So we've been to a lot of places that, you know, coming from London, perhaps wouldn't be necessarily warranted for a band of our size, but we made a point of doing that. So of course we're open to going out and touring anywhere. I'd love to go to Iceland. We went past Greenland on the plane. We have a lot of friends and fans in South America we'd love to come and play for. We're talking about going to South Africa, and you know, really, I think our ethos is that we'll tour anywhere, because why not? Why not try and bring your music to anywhere you can do in the world? If you guys have any ideas about where you'd like CYPHER16 to visit, you have to write it on our Facebook page. You have to tell your local promoter. If you have people you know in your country that book shows, absolutely get them. You know, get them to get in touch with us, and we'll see what we can do. The first tours that we ever did as a band, we went to America, and then the second tour after that we went to India, which was, you know, people thought we were crazy, but it started off a whole thing that ended up, you know, with us going to India 5 times, and then after that going to China and going to all these crazy places, which has just led to, you know, amazing adventures for us, but also being able to bring our music to a whole new audience. So it's never impossible. If you'd like to hear our music in some far-flung part of the world, then absolutely get in touch and we can see if we can make it happen. If you'd like to check out CYPHER16, you can visit facebook.com/CYPHER16. Our website is CYPHER16.net, so it's CYPHER16.net. And if you'd like to find out roughly what we do, put in "Open the Dark Door" into Google, and you should find a video of us playing in front of Dippy the Dinosaur at Natural History Museum in London. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry I'm so jet-lagged and ill. I have a horrible cold and I've just flown in from London to New York, but thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys soon. Cheers.